Yuumi, the magical cat. In the outlands of Bandle City, there was once a wooded glen where the moon moths glimmered and the riverbanks overflowed with rainbow fish. In a cottage nestled between the verdant trees lived a Yordle enchantress named Nora with her cat, Yuumi. Born with magical powers of protection, Yuumi enjoyed a life of leisure for many years, pouncing on sunbeams and napping beneath the mouse trees. Whenever adventure sparked her interest, she joined Nora on explorations across the material and spirit realms. Nora spent her time collecting strange objects like broken cups, shards of colored glass, and fabric with funny stitching. She examined each artifact with deep reverence, though Yuumi never understood their purpose. Nevertheless, Yuumi would use her magic to protect Nora from harm, and would warm her feet when they returned home. The doorways between realms are finicky and seldom open, even to creatures as dexterous as cats. Yuumi watched as other Yordles waited for days for the eastern star to align with a particular stone archway, or waited impatiently between marsh lilies seeking a silver blossom blooming from the mud. Only then would a pathway appear. But Yumi's Yordle, Nora, possessed the powerful Book of Thresholds, which allowed her to instantly travel anywhere depicted on its pages. When Nora opened a portal, she and Yuumi would gleefully dive into its glowing paper and arrive at their destination, joined a moment later by the book. Yuumi never paid the book much attention, until one starless night she returned home from luring moon moths with her shiny light to find Nora missing. She saw the book on her master's desk and flipped through its pages in a panic, noticing that some were torn out entirely. Unable to read its title, Yuumi cried out to it in distress, calling it simply book. In response, the book wiggled, and Yuumi was surprised to learn she could understand thoughts amidst the rustling paper. Despite not having a voice, the book made itself loud and clear. Yuumi learned that Nora had gone somewhere so perilous she had destroyed the portal as she traveled. Yuumi knew she had to rescue Nora and turned to book for help. Each of its 1,000 pages led to a different location along the lines of magic that crossed the material and spirit realms. The page Nora had used to travel was lost, but Book might be able to get them close. Yuumi and Book would have to explore every possible threshold. She became the book's unlikely keeper, vowing to protect it with the courage of a lion. If it fell into the wrong hands, the doorways to Bandle City could open to all kinds of unsavory and ravenous intruders. Yuumi and Book began their arduous journey, visiting dangerous and unfamiliar lands. Yuumi sought Nora's scent on the wind, to little avail, while Yuumi would sometimes break from their search to follow the scent of a mouse, or restore her strength with a quick cat nap. Book was frustratingly cautious, grumpy over lost time, and nervous about threats they might encounter. Nevertheless, Yuumi and Book were both determined to find their master and bring her back home. When Yuumi especially missed Nora, she often sought out other companions. One of her favorites was a door-carrying shepherd with thick whiskers and a deep laugh like a babbling brook. Yuumi rested on his shoulders for a time, protecting him from angry snow spirits stirring up flurries in a hailstorm, while he brought her wriggling fish. Eventually, Yuumi uncovered the scent of her master, lingering in a vast Shuriman ruin. Digging deep into the sand, she unearthed a broken shard of blue pottery that looked like a piece from one of Nora's teapots. Before she could burrow further, a ferocious beast surfaced from the sand, and Yuumi and the book barely escaped. She could only imagine the chaos if a creature like that ripped its claws into Book's pages. Though unlikely companions, Yuumi and Book have become fast friends, united by their love for Nora. Yuumi continues to search everywhere for signs of her master, so she can someday return to her life of napping in the sun by Nora's side.